Imagine this. You finally get that raise at work. Your salary goes up, and suddenly your bank account feels a little lighter in the absolute best way possible. You tell yourself, okay, now things are going to be easier, I'll finally start saving more. But fast forward a few months later, absolutely nothing has changed. You're still checking your balance right before payday, wondering where on earth all that extra money actually went. You are earning more than ever, so why does it feel like it's just never enough? Well, welcome to this explainer where we are going to unpack exactly why this happens and, more importantly, how you can break free from it.
Okay, let's dive into this central mystery. Most of us share a really simple, almost instinctual belief about money. If I earn more, I'll naturally save more. It sounds completely logical, right? But for millions of people out there, earning a higher income still leaves them feeling entirely stuck, like they're just endlessly running on a financial treadmill.
Think about it like this. Say you get a massive 50% salary bump over the course of a few years. That is huge, and logic dictates that you should see a 50% jump in your savings, right? Well, in reality, the exact opposite usually happens. As your income goes up, your spending just quietly rises right alongside it. And it's not even that you're being irresponsible, it happens gradually, and honestly, almost invisible.
It always starts small, doesn't it? You upgrade your phone, you move to a slightly nicer apartment. Maybe you swap out cooking at home for delivery a few extra nights a week, or you start buying that artisanal sparkling water instead of just drinking from the tap. You choose convenience over cost. And none of it feels wrong. I mean, you're in that raise. But these small, totally deserved upgrades, they stack up. And before you even realize it, your shiny new lifestyle is just, well, it's just your new normal. And that right there is what we call the lifestyle spiral. It is a hidden, incredibly sneaky psychological and financial trap. Because once you fall into it, earning more money doesn't actually make you richer, it literally just makes your daily life more expensive to maintain. Your expenses simply expand to consume absolutely everything you earn.
So let's look at Section 1, Anatomy of the Spiral, or as I like to call it, the leaky bucket.
Think of your income like water flowing into a bucket. Every time you get a raise, the water flows in a little faster. But without even meaning to, you drill these tiny little holes in the bottom of that bucket. A slightly bigger rent payment, a premium car lease, 8 different streaming subscriptions that you barely even watch. Over time, those holes grow, and all that extra water, it just leaks out exactly as fast as it pours in.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the psychology behind those tiny holes. It's driven by a concept called hedonic adaptation. See, humans are incredibly good at adapting. What once felt like a massive luxury to you quickly becomes your baseline normal. And once something feels standard, going back feels like a really painful loss. Your brain basically stops thinking, hey, I'm choosing to spend more, and starts thinking, well, this is just my life now.
Let's compare 2 totally different approaches to a 50% income bump. Take person A. They upgrade absolutely everything. Better house, better car, more dining out. It looks fantastic from the outside, but behind closed doors, they're still living paycheck to paycheck. Now look at person B. They upgrade selectively. They pick maybe one specific area of their life to improve. They keep the rest completely stable, and they pour all that extra cash into investments. Their lifestyle improves, sure, but their long-term financial position absolutely skyrockets.
Moving on to Section 2, the identity problem. Because honestly, it's not about greed. Falling into the spiral usually isn't driven by greed at all. It's actually an identity problem. As you earn more, your internal narrative starts to shift. You start telling yourself, I'm not the kind of person who takes the bus anymore. Or, I don't buy the cheap version of that. These aren't just spending choices anymore. They get emotionally locked into your identity. So reducing your expenses no longer feels like you're just saving money. It feels like you're losing status or moving backward.
And there's another totally hidden layer here, social comparison. See, earning more exposes you to a brand new social circle, people who spend and travel and upgrade a lot more. So unconsciously, your benchmark completely changes. What once felt like a whole lot of money to spend now just feels kind of average because literally everyone around you is doing it. So you end up spending more just to keep up with the pack.
It's literally like you're walking on a downward escalator. To stay in the exact same place, you have to just keep walking up. Your income goes up, but your brand new, expensive lifestyle just keeps pulling you back down. You have to run faster and earn even more money, but you never actually move forward. You are putting in all this effort and moving, but you're not progressing.
So the crucial point is summarized perfectly right here. Income determines your potential, lifestyle determines your reality. You can earn massive amounts of money and still feel totally broke.
Or, on the flip side, you can earn a moderate amount and build incredible real wealth. Because wealth is never actually about how much you make. It is entirely about how much you keep.
All right, let's get into Section 3, escaping the escalator and breaking the pattern.
Here is your practical 4-step guide to actually taking back control and escaping this trap. Step 1. You have to intentionally separate your income growth from your lifestyle growth. Choose what actually improves your life and just ignore all the rest. Step 2 is using a framework called the 10/3 rule. Step 3. Delay any major upgrades by forcing yourself to wait 30 days before making a big lifestyle purchase. And Step 4. Track those invisible expenses. Those sneaky subscriptions and daily convenience habits are always the biggest leaks in your bucket.
Let's zoom in on that 10-3 rule for a second, because it is a real game changer. It's a brilliant way to create a hard mathematical boundary for yourself. Every time your income increases, create a ratio. So if your income goes up by 10%, only allow your lifestyle to increase by 3%. You still get a nice little lifestyle bump to enjoy the fruits of your labor for sure, but you are forcing the vast majority of that new money to go straight toward building your financial future.
And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate choice you have to make. You have to redefine what rich actually means to you. Is your goal to just look successful to the people around you, or is your real goal to actually be financially free? Because those two paths often lead in completely opposite directions. Just making more money doesn't automatically fix your financial life. If your underlying habits don't change, you literally just stay stuck, just at a much more expensive level.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to the gap. Real wealth isn't built by earning more. It's built by creating and protecting the gap between what you earn and what you actually choose to keep. The wider you can make that gap, the more wealth you build. And that gap, my friends, is exactly where your freedom lives.
Because, the lifestyle spiral doesn't actually feel dangerous when you're in it. It feels really comfortable. It feels like you're making progress. But quietly, invisibly, it just keeps you exactly where you started. So the next time your income increases or you find yourself about to make a big lifestyle upgrade, I want you to pause for a second and ask yourself, am I actually improving my future, or am I just upgrading my expenses?